What's up, everybody? Matt Giannettino here for Empire Sports Media, and I'm bringing you guys another breakdown of the offensive line of the New York Giants, this time coming from their Week 1 matchup of the 2020 NFL season against the Pittsburgh Steelers, a veteran, really tough defense that has playmakers at all three levels, starting with guys like Bud Dupree, Cam Hayward, TJ Watt on their defensive front seven, Devin Bush, a linebacker who is an absolute stud, and of course Joe Hayden, Minka Fitzpatrick back there in the secondary. Definitely a very good defense and a very experienced one at that. Um, when you look at the Giants guys, their offensive line, Andrew Thomas, the left tackle right here, he started his first game in the NFL, first round pick. All right, you got Nick Gates here under center, right? First start at center for Nick Gates. All right, and then you have the swing tackle, veteran Cam Fleming out of Stanford, right, who bounced around the league with the Patriots and the Cowboys. Obviously knows this staff very well, but he's a good swing tackle, guys. He's a good sixth offensive lineman, but to start, all 16 games is definitely going to be tough for him, and definitely had a tough task against T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward, Vince Williams, stuff like that. So, just wanted to talk a little bit about the run game because that's obviously where the Giants struggled. And guys, if the Giants want to be a 3 tight end team or a 2 tight end team, which they will be under Jason Garrett, okay, this guy right here, number 88, Evan Ingram's going to have to do a lot better job of blocking, guys, okay? They run an outside zone here to the right, all right? Evan Ingram's block is badly missed here, okay? Caden Smith does a really nice job, albeit on a cornerback. And then also here, Zeitler and Fleming really don't do a good job of getting a double team here. And if this man doesn't make the play right here, I'll tell you what, guys, even if Evan Ingram gets this block, I think Edmonds makes the play right here, shoots this gap. They don't get off on the double team. So that's just miscommunication. That could be a new, grouping of O-line not really being cohesive and gelling together, but that's a problem. So let's watch this, and then, guys, I'm going to offer a play up that I think would have worked out really well in this formation offensively for the Giants to attack this Pittsburgh Steelers defense in the run game. So let's run it through. There you see it. Evan Ingram, no good on the block. But again, here's Edmonds, guys. All right, he would have made this play. All right, even if he couldn't. And if he's here, you also got Bud Dupree coming back to take off the cutback, right? Completely unblocked. So there's that as well. All right, guys. So there it is. Saquon gobbled up in the backfield. All right, so we're going to run this back. All right, I'm going to delete some of my marks here that I have from earlier. All right, and here we are. Now, guys, the play that I'm going to introduce to you that I think would be really great in this scenario is called Duo. All right, it's called Duo, and for a lot of those people who know what Duo is, I'm happy that you guys will kind of know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, no problem at all. I'm going to explain it to you right now. All right, Duo is basically creating as many double teams as possible on the offensive line, and we're going to read one man over from the Mike linebacker. Now, when some people teach this, they teach the Mike linebacker as the guy that the center is working up to on a double team. So one man over from him, okay, would be the guy that we're reading, the running back is reading. The goal of the running back here, his path is here, downhill. Okay, if he opens up this way, it's here, downhill. Okay, he has a choice. All right, whoever the Mike is, the one man over from the Mike, he's going to read that guy. All right, let's say it's Devin Bush here. All right, let's say it's Devin Bush and Saquon's opening up this way. Let's say, argument's sake, just to explain Duo, let's say Devin Bush is the guy that Saquon has to read. If Devin Bush fills, Saquon presses and bounces it outside. All right, if Devin Bush flows over the top this way or flows underneath this way, Saquon keeps his path right up the middle. All right, so I'm going to undo these markings, and we're going to draw up Duo against this defense. So again, this is going to be Duo. This would be Duo to the left, okay? We're going to take Levine Toilolo, who is almost like a mini offensive tackle here, okay? And I would take him block Bud Dupree. Then I'm going to take Andrew Thomas and Will Hernandez here, up to here. I'm going to take Gates and Zeitler here, okay, to here. Okay, this is our Mike, guys. This is our Mike, all right? So he's our Mike. Squeeze this down for you guys. Okay, Devin Bush is our Mike. Okay, and here, guys, is who Saquon's going to read right here. Okay, so that makes sense for everybody. Okay, so here's the Mike, here's the read guy. All right, so I'm going to actually eliminate this. We're just going to put out who Saquon's reading. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're not going to worry about Joe Hayden, right? For him to come all the way over here to make this play or even come here and fill it back, that's a lot crazier, right? We're more worried about Bud Dupree doing that, right, on the actual play the Giants did run, right? So we're not really worried about blocking him. So we're going to go double here, down here. He's down. He's sealing. Okay, they're going to work up here and seal it. Okay. And then you have Caden Smith, okay, more inclined to be a better blocker on more of a defensive end linebacker. Okay, when we look at this, guys, I'd much rather have Evan Ingram on an athletic safety linebacker hybrid like Edmonds here than on a defensive end linebacker hybrid here. Caden Smith is a much better blocker. Let's have the beef there. This is a better double team anyway, right? So that's going to come up. Boom, perfect. All right, and basically what this is doing is saying, hey, Andrew Thomas, 310 pounds, Will Hernandez, 330 or whatever he may be. I'm taking that against a 300-pound defensive lineman. That's 600-plus pounds. We should easily be able to move this guy, get hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, drive him back. And we're really not even so concerned about this linebacker because, hey, Saquon just has to read it. So there's no wrong decision from the D-line. From the O-line, excuse me. We just have to, hey, move this first level here as much as we can. Let Saquon make the read here. Got the double team here. The play's going to come right here, okay? If he fills this, once again, if he fills it, Saquon is just going to, boom, cut it outside or right up in here and read Toilolo's block, all right? Toilolo can't have a bad block here. He really can't. It's not possible on this because Saquon's reading 1. He's reading A, right, to B, to C. All right, does that make sense for everybody? Hopefully it does. So first we're going to read the linebacker. If he fills, okay, we bounce it to B. If Bud Dupree shoots inside, Saquon bounces it to C, and we're off to the races. If Bud Dupree stays here, Saquon's right here, right? Right inside Toilolo and Thomas. All right? Now, if he's going to have that, right, if he has this gap where this linebacker comes here or he goes here, Saquon's easy right up the middle. Boom. Okay? Now we're talking pay dirt. Okay? At the end of the day, that's super easy. So I want you guys to imagine this, okay, if that was the case, all right? If this was the case, we would have this blocked, we'd have this blocked, we'd have this blocked. Okay, he flows, which means, boom, I'm hitting it right up in here. Okay, that's right there. And his path, Saquon's path, wouldn't be opening up. It would be, once again, downhill. All right, guys? So this is something that I think the Giants really could have executed in this game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, especially going 3 tight end, 6, 7 men in the box. When you talk about the Giants' offensive front, duo works really, really well. Again, creating as many double teams as possible. So that's something that's really interesting and a wealth of knowledge for you guys. Another little tidbit I wanted to add for you guys as well. If you guys go back and rewatch the game, if you have the opportunity, play number 2 for the Giants offense. Daniel Jones actually calls an audible, and he says, Shanahan Even, Shanahan Even. Right, he makes that call, and I talked about this on the Fireside Giants podcast where we reviewed the game against the Steelers. What Shanahan Even means, guys, is Mike Shanahan, who coached for years over in Denver, and as well as the Washington football team, which gets weird to say. I almost said the R word, but I did not. But he coached over in Denver with a guy named Alex Gibbs, and Alex Gibbs was the offensive line coach, and I believe he was a coordinator there as well, alongside Shanahan, and he really implemented the outside zone game, okay? And I think the Giants paid homage to that. Jason Garrett obviously knows that well, and even would mean that the play was to the right. Odd usually means the play is to the left. So the Giants ran Shanahan Even, which was outside zone to the right. So if you guys watched that, it wasn't a very successful play for them, but interesting enough, little tidbit. Got to get your head into the football coach's mind, if you will. But Shanahan Even, outside zone to the right. So a little tidbit for you guys. Pretty cool little fun fact. So hey, if you hear that again, I'm sure they'll change it around. But if you ever hear that again, keep in mind that that's maybe where that comes from. All right, guys. So once again, for Empire Sports Media, I'm Matt Giannettino. Please feel free to follow me at MattG_ESM, and I appreciate you checking out this quick video about how the Giants could maybe install some duo run game and some fun facts about some audibles. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Take care.